Hello, this is Global Outdoors. I'm here today to talk about my Iceland trip last week and my future backpacking. This is the backpack I took to Iceland with a best weight of about 6.3 kilograms because it's cold. Since I've had the trip, I've had a look at the gear and decided to change a few things. The backpack is the Zipex Ultra 38-liter Nero, which was just enough for all my gear in Iceland. I took with me the Zipex plain cover. This is made of Dynema, and it helps to cover my pack whilst I'm traveling. Once I was in Iceland, I managed to use it as a pack liner, as a second line of defense, just in case I fall into water and so on. I did take my life straw water bottle. It has got a filter inside. I know the water in Iceland is very clean, but just in case it gets contaminated. This is my flying camera. I didn't take this with me. I did take my single hiking pole. This is about 164 grams and it's only 110 centimeters, just the length I need for my height. I took my Holy waterproof backpack to be used on the plane after checking in the bag, and also for day hikes if I had to do any. I took with me an emergency sleeping bag. I took with me some sandals for crossing the rivers. They just worked okay on 3 major rivers and I didn't have any problems with them. I took with me the Rehydrate tablets just to replace my electrolytes. I took with me an emergency poncho just in case I needed it if it started snowing whilst on the trail. This is just all about my electronics, the EU plug. I had 2 cables, USB-C and the USB cables, and a 20,000 power bank, milliamps power bank, as well as 2,500 power banks. In the end, I lost the 20,000 milliamp power bank, so I had to rely on the smaller one. In future, I'll just have the smaller ones because when I'm charging anywhere, I can't be babysitting the big power bank. If I have one lost, one of the small one lost, that's okay. I'll have to remake. I took with me 2 towels, but all I needed was one. I took with me some medication. This is my first aid kit. I also have a rain cover, which I put on each time I'm hiking because some stuff fall out of the backpack. I had my selfie stick for a few photos. I had my waterproof phone protector. I had my Garmin Messenger, which I use to download weather on the trail, as well as notifications if I need to. I was able to check wind speed and temperatures on the trail, and in my tent during the night, I also had a whistle for emergency. I did bring my micro spikes because I was hoping to do the Laugavagur trail as well as the Laugavagur, but I ended doing just the Laugavagur because the Laugavagur trail was closed because of bad weather. What's inside the backpack? I've got my Zipex free TP tent. This is not the right cover. I used this cover because it's fully waterproof and it's easy for carry around. The stakes are inside, and it's a total weight of about 1,100 grams. I had a spare foam mat just in case I needed it because Iceland is very cold. I had a Trekology pillow, but I removed the original cover and I put a mesh cover because this served two purposes. One, if there were too many flying insects around, I could use the mesh, and it was just enough to protect the plastic and was comfortable to me. I took a spare pair of socks. For the night, I had the Exped 3-hour sleeping pad. This has got an hour value of 3, and I was comfortable down to outside temperatures of -5 degrees and 0 temperatures in my tent. I didn't have to use the foam mat. I did take the Enlightened Equipment Torrid jacket. I used this for hiking. I didn't need it for sleeping. I took with me Torrid pants, which are made of the same material as the jacket, but I discovered a big hole when I was in Iceland. So I've sent them for repair. I've replaced them with Patagonia thermal weight pants, which I will use in future for hot weather for the night. And when I go to colder climates, I will put the insulated trousers on top. In Iceland, I use the Odlo hooded Eco Warm top with face mask. But then I realized I should have taken the Rub Nexus hoodie because it has got pockets and a lot easier for layering and ventilation. This will be mainly for sleeping in or as required hiking in. I also took with me the Enlightened Equipment -1 degree Celsius quilt. It was just enough for me down to temperatures of 0 to -2 inside my tent with just the insulated pants and the hooded t-shirt. I took with me to Iceland the insulated Torrid knit gloves. However, I realized they are just water resistant, but not water. So I ended up buying the sealskin waterproof gloves. I used them for the last 2 days of my stay in Iceland. I did have the Z-Threads waterproof pants, which did very well. I used them mainly when taking down or putting up the tent when it was raining. I took with me the ultralight Odlo 0 weight waterproof jacket, which was just enough for my needs.